Look at us, everybody. We are here with Doctor of eBay. Hey, Frocells. I'm Primo Kimo. This is Spam Banshee.
Aloha.
This is Tiny Baby Pokey Face. And we are all on the internet. Baby Pokey Face. Yes. And we are all on the internet. Why is it repeating me? Yes. And we are all on the internet. Boom. I got it. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. Come on. All right, here we are. Aloha, everybody. I have no idea what just happened. I just pressed a whole bunch of buttons and then the noise came out. And and we're here. We made it all together. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
A-okay.
I'm miserable, but I'm today, right now, currently not miserable. Yesterday,
You're looking slim.
I am trimming out. That's one of the benefits of being disgustingly ill and feeling like crap is you're definitely not hungry. But yesterday, just to give you a quick health update, still trying to figure it out. Going back to the doctor tomorrow. The MRI is coming up, but we're testing foods, and she almost killed me yesterday by giving me half an avocado. So we have narrowed. That's a major sign of gallbladder, and that's. She also saved me after she killed me. She brought me back to life.
No avocado toast for you.
That was what I was eating because they were like, that's gentle on your stomach and it's good for you. Except if you have gallbladder problems, it could be the end of your day, which it was fully. But hey, everybody, we see a lot of people were in here from earlier today. Sarah Gable and Patricia, Gangland Legacy left some comments. Major Win's going to be a little bit late. HDC is in the house. McGregor, aloha. Oops. I meant to do that one. Callie Debs is here. Aloha, Callie Debs.
Callie Debs.
Intergalactic Microsystems, Gina, Amy. Christopher Larson, aloha. Thank you very much for the well wishes. Silver Hair Stackers here.
Howdy.
Pensacola Flipper, aloha. We got some new names in here. Mike.
James, hey.
Hey. Oh, you just did that. You did that because you're the hey, aren't you, Bay? I love you, Bay. You're a good boy. Put Biff Boffo's here in his new green badge because he's a member. Dragoo Artworks, aloha, welcome. Did I miss anybody? Jen Anton is here.
Ooh, I like that Spamala. That's awesome.
Aloha, everybody, and welcome to our show here. Hey Froze has disappeared, but he'll be back.
I'm here. I was just looking for something.
Oh, the dog is fully wedged behind my back. Okay, give him a little space. Jeez, he is such a nerd. He's taken to wedging himself right behind my back.
Because it's warm.
Yes, it is. Do you see him back there? He's just like
a little,
He's barely enough room for him.
Oh my goodness!
And he fills in my sciatica.
He makes you do a little bit of ab work, because you got to keep yourself from
totally. I do. I'm working my core right now. So we've got James is not really here. He says, living lumbar support. Basket Noodle says exactly. So the topic of today is everybody's onto it already. Mercari giving out the free no final value fees, and then they're putting the money onto the buyer. Interesting. They seem to be following the district model as far as the 2.9% and the 50 cents a transaction, no fees on the sellers. So we just reactivated our account. I've been on every single account. I keep trying to go log in. I'm like, I'm gonna go to Bonanza. It happened Bonanza. It happened on Etsy, and it happened now on Mercari today. I signed up for these things so long ago, and I can't remember my password. So I sign up again, and then it goes, "Oh, you're already signed up." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I guess that." And Biff just said he will never sell in Mercari But he likes the market pressure, and that's what made me super excited this morning. I was like, "Holy cow, they're gonna really do it!" I think it came up maybe a few weeks ago somewhere that this was something that might be happening, but I don't remember them giving an actual date. But as of today, that is here. And Den Decor Depot just says apparently I still have a $27 over in Mercari. And you mentioned yourself, sorry, and then I'll stop yapping so much. That you thought it might be looking like a bank, like they're trying to keep your money in there.
Well, no. Someone was saying that. However, because evidently if you use your funds that you have in Mercari to make a purchase, then you will not be charged that 2.9 plus the transaction fee, clearly because they're not having to process a credit card on your behalf, which essentially is what they are passing over to the buyer, is the credit card processing fee. So if you use your funds, your Mercari funds, you will not be charged those processing fees. That's
if you
what I
buy
heard.
In Mercari, this interesting point about this too is that back in the beginning of eBay, it was so helpful. PayPal made it. They got paid right away from PayPal, and then I bought stuff on eBay to source. I sourced on eBay all the time, so a lot of the buyers were sellers on the early eBay. It was kind of like a trading platform in the beginning, and then it spread out. But the customer losing buyers has also meant losing sellers who buy, because that's one of their main sources of buyers was sellers.
I bet District is a good place to source.
It's cheap. Whatnot must be too. Even though I don't do it, I feel it.
Yeah,
and
I hear
too.
that in a lot of the groups that I'm in, where people say, whatnot's not really for, end customer. It's for people to buy stuff to resell. But that's just, some people's opinions.
Oh, no, I don't think everything was loud enough. I think my volume on the sound effects was really low, but that's okay. Oh. So the beginning might not have been.
I think all of this is great news. It's like
movement.
We have been wondering why another platform doesn't just take advantage of what is going on at eBay. And
yes,
I think all of this stuff is good. I hope Mercari is able to gain some momentum out of this. I know that there has been talk that Mercari may end up pulling out of the U.S. At the end of this year.
Oh, really?
Well, there's been it's a very loose rumor. It's a viewer of mine who, because Mercari is from Japan, right?
I think they're owned by, yes.
And she was reading in a Japanese newspaper, so she's Japanese, and she was saying that basically she was kind of reading between the lines, saying that.
Are you think they're doing it for this year? This is their last hurrah to see if they can do something?
It's smart. Maybe they're just towing that line of trying to decide,
right,
between whether it's worth it or whether they're gaining or losing momentum, and maybe this is an attempt to kind of shift those scales. Which
I'm going to give them a little bit of a hand and put. I just looked over there. They have the ability to search solds, which is important, and you can see how much things sold for. And Apple computers are selling for a premium over eBay. So if I can get 0% on those, and it looks like they sell. So I'm going to give it a shot with 10 Apple products. These are the highest sell-through rate items we have, and see if we can sell them for more, and they take nothing. And then we go to the gallbladder storm.
That's pretty.
Isn't it? It is. I love that they're doing that.
They're not just doing. So when I first read that thing by Sarah Gable, I read it that they're not doing any insertion fees. They're not doing any final value fees.
No final value fees. Zero fees to the seller, and the 2 point whatever, and the 50 cents per transaction to the buyer. It may limit the buyers. It may very well limit the buyers. I don't know. I don't know. But but if you put up Apple stuff. These people, Apple collectors, are rabid. They're not quibbling over.
Is this only new sellers, or is this all sellers?
It's for
everyone.
It's everyone. If you have any listings that are up right now prior to today's date, today's the 27th, right?
Yeah.
Those will still have their normal 10% fee unless you, or those will have, the seller is responsible for the fees.
So take down your things and put
but
them
you
back
can
up.
take them down and relist them, and then you will fall into this new.
So it's clearly to
no
get
fees.
new sellers on there. I mean, it's definitely aimed towards new sellers, but old sellers can take advantage of it by ending their listings and
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Good for Mercari.
And Basket Noodle is agreeing that it is based in Japan.
I don't see anything. I'm just seeing a Mercari pulling out of the U.S. I don't see anything, but it's
like I said, it was somebody reading between the lines into a newspaper article. This should not be a rumor.
We create rumors here. That's what we do. The rumor mill.
That was it, because we heard some good things about Mercari, and then I read something or someone said, oh, they're actually, a company in Japan owns them, and then we were like, oh, maybe not.
But with the 0%, it's just worth it.
I know.
It's just worth it. Jack says the problem with Mercari is it doesn't have the ability to create your own shipping policies. Also, it takes a while to get any momentum. I've only sold 80 items since June, 1,400 plus listed. This is what we know about Mercari, right? It's from Japan, and you don't get many sales on it, but you get more than Bonanza, less than Etsy or eBay. So I just need to sell 10 things, and then because I'll put up 10 things. If I sell those 10 things, I will sell
more.
That's right. And then we'll just see how it works, because what I looked at was specifically Apple Macintosh SEs, and those are a $200 machine at the most. I'm seeing them over there on Mercari going for $500, $350, $450. It doesn't jeopardize. I don't have any reputational issue. I mean, I guess you do on Mercari, some sort of reputation. I mean, I ship everything on, quickly and everything, but still, I don't have to jeopardize my eBay store. There's no jeopardization. And then I'll get Vendu or something.
And evidently, it sounds like a new change also that I was reading is it says that a buyer can return an item for any print, any reason, which we're used to that
rub,
with eBay anyhow.
But it isn't a rub. It's 100% returns for 3 days.
So you don't, as a seller, you can't opt out of that.
You cannot opt out of it, but it's 3 days. So on eBay, it's 30 days minimum to get top rated plus status, which we have.
I think there was an asterisk though. I mean, if you were to pull it up, we would see it does have, I think, some reasons that are not acceptable for return, like, buyer regret or. But
I say whoop-de-doo on 3 days.
Buyers know, though. They know all the ins and outs.
Here's
and
what
if
I
they say
think
it
about
wasn't
that.
as described, then they'll get their money
3
back.
days is fine.
Yeah, not
Absolutely.
30 days. That's awesome.
But even 3 days is any platform should be pretty standard for limit it to 3 days. I mean, if somebody gets something and they don't want it, or they're gonna.
They know. They know right away.
Yes, they know right away. So don't drag it out 30 days and then send it back to me, you jackies. So I'm pretty stoked on the words and the fact that I can go do it today, and that's what we're gonna go do and check it out. And then next week maybe we'll have something to report on that, because this will be our first. We're NATO's no action talk only in the cross listing world. So we actually haven't done it or really put a single item up anywhere else. So we will do it by Monday on Mercari and see if we get somewhere.
Yeah, that will be interesting.
I have a little guy behind me.
Jen Atten is saying, I sell several items a week on Mercari. I find success with MCM housewares.
Ooh, see, that's it.
And she's saying that Grailed also changed their policy to buyer paid fees, and it's kind of killed the platform. So evidently they used to be.
Grailed isn't like a thing, though. That's not like, we're not talking about,
So, yeah, maybe, who knows, maybe Mercari.
Jack's going to have to take down. Who pays shipping? Yeah. Do we know who pays shipping? Is it
The buyer. So,
buyer,
and
yeah.
the 2.9% is on what eBay does, how they charge
on everything?
fees on the total of the tax you collect for the state, the shipping, and the sell price. So
I don't really care because
so Mercari charges the buyer the 2.9%.
Holy cow! This
on
is like
the shipping,
crazy.
taxes, and the sell.
The only problem with this whole thing is that Mercari is kind of a bunk platform. That's the only problem with it. But it's above. I would say that it probably sells more than District, for sure
Yep.
more than Bonanza. Maybe it's third, and then Etsy and then eBay, right?
Posh. Well.
Poshmark. Yes, Poshmark's above it too. I'll imagine.
So Sean Riddle is saying you can choose to either have the customer or you.
pay. Well, you know what that is. That's like free shipping. So I don't do free shipping. We've never done that. So yeah, I guess that's just saying you can choose to offer free shipping if you want.
So Jack, if you have that many items over
That's
on
gonna take some time
Mercari,
to take down.
if you, I don't know how they do like end and relist or whatever.
Jen Decor says Tree Cat is. Wait, hold on.
I think
Sorry,
she
go
was.
ahead.
If that's the one that auto delists.
Tree Cat does have that feature. It's not for every platform, and it's like you can choose from 4 days. There's no nuclear reset button on it. You can't relist every single day. They very specifically call it relist as opposed to end and sell similar. So that is happening.
Right.
I don't know what that means.
Did I already mention that Amy the Nespa Experience mentioned that Drip is a new one?
DRYP or something?
DRIP.
It is DRIP.
A new auto
I don't know. This was up when we were talking about Mercari, changing their fees, their terms. Drip.
Easy automated drip campaigns. That's not the right thing.
Huh.
Drip, customer-centric
Sounds
marketing
like a good
automation.
coffee website.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Anyway, haven't heard of it, Amy. Tell us more about that. I feel like somebody had. That was our friend Matt called us yesterday, and we found this. I looked up. It was licked. Don't look up lick.co, but that's what I looked up when he said it, and then it was LYKD. LIKD?
The one that you were supposed to be looking up?
Yes.
LICKD.
LICKD. Not going to be a big thing, but for YouTube creators, you can license music it's $15 a month and $8, and you can get like Susie and the Banshee and The Cure, and you can actually put music in your Madonna. You can put music in your videos. We're going to do that, but
That's cool.
it was exciting to me. Not to most people, but so Jack says, well, I guess those of you who are starting on Mercari research the shipping. Well, yes. So we I guess we have found out that you don't have the customer pays for it.
Yeah.
They have the same thing as Posh. Sorry, I'm just reading. I'm just trying to catch up with some of the comments on here. Let me just see. Did we miss anything? I feel like I'm missing some important stuff. Oh, Pirates of Silicon Valley. Yes, that's a very good movie. Noah Wiley, isn't it?
Did you say hi to Lenny K?
No, Lenny K.
Lenny K.
Aloha, Lenny K.
Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz is in the house. Lenny Kravitz.
30,000 on Mercari.
eBay's
over 4
it
years.
forward on Mercari. So 30,000 over 4 years. Okay. 30,000 over 4 years. Let's see. So 30 and then divided by 4. That's like 15 by 2. $7,500 a year. That's all right. That's some good scratch. Lenny, what do you sell over there on? We heard MCM is good on Mercari.
House goods.
Yeah, house goods, and I'm guessing not so much clothing over there. Look, I don't know anything, so I always come
You
from.
know nothing, Jon Snow.
I know nothing. I don't even know who Jon Snow is. That's how much I don't know.
He's from Game of Thrones.
Did you guys hear the beginning when I started? So when I did the music and stuff, I noticed the volume was way down because we incorporated this.
I've never heard of Pango books.
Can you guys hear that?
I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me.
Wait, it's your laugh. We isolated your laugh.
I didn't hear it.
You didn't.
I heard it when you and I were talking privately before the show.
Can you hear that now?
It's very low for me.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll try it one more time.
I hear it, but it's very low.
Okay. Well, that was a special request from Major Win. Darth. Who requested that?
I thought it was Darth.
It was Darth, probably.
Major Win has also
he can have credit
said
for it,
how
too.
great it would be to have the sound effect. So we
Well,
did
now
it.
we got it.
Mhm.
All right, I got a question.
Yes.
I have a question. All right, so I got something for my brother-in-law, and I think it's really cool. And I want to know if you think it's okay to list on eBay. So I got two of these. You know what these are, right?
Yeah,
Nike
Swish.
These are from a Nike building. They were door handles.
Oh, snap.
They're
Oh my gosh, those are awesome.
There aren't they?
Yes. So you could sell them, just don't put Nikki in it.
Just put swoosh
Put
door
swollen
handles.
swoosh on there.
Can we use swoosh?
No, I think swoosh is the trademark.
Are you serious?
Oh, I'm serious that I think that. I don't know. It's true. I think
So that's
swoosh
what-
is a trademark for theirs.
I'm thinking to myself, like they're so cool. Somebody would buy them, but I'm not I don't know how to list them.
I would say do it door handles.
You can't even say just.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of a way to get around it. Just do it door handles. Like that might be a slogan. You know, like they have
But
trademarks.
I mean, to get max value, I need somebody who specifically likes Nike stuff too, right?
Sporting shoes door handles. What does everybody think on that? Because I
see
wonder...
no trademark on the word swoosh.
Okay.
Just the swoosh logo. That's what I'm
Swoosh.
reading.
Yeah. How are you getting that? Is that AI?
Swoosh door handle from retail building.
Well, USPTO, right? I'll look it up. USPTO.
Using the Nike swoosh logo in your design without permission. Blah 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 blah.
Okay, search it for swoosh.
Advertising Nike hardware.
Trademarks. Patent trademark guidance. Nike registered to this trademark special form format in the stylized word Nike with their swoosh logo.
Yeah, I probably also have gotten about 25 pairs of Nike shoes from him that I and a lot of them are in really good shape. Like I swear his, because he's moving to the States, so he's only taking so much of the stuff that he has.
Your brother-in-law gave you 25 pairs of good condition Nikes?
Mm-hmm.
Because to him they're like refuse, and you're like cha-ching.
What? Oh, okay, so his soon-to-be wife works at Nike.
Oh, can you get me a whole bunch of really expensive daily refinement shoes, please?
And what sucks?
I'll sell them on
is
Mercari.
He's half a size below me, so I can't even
Oh, no.
any shoes for myself.
What you do is you just make a little relief cut on the heel, and then you just slip in there, or cut off the back and turn them into slippers.
Oh, thanks, Amy, for looking. And you guys are awesome.
What did Ames say?
He said it looks like the swoosh door handles have sold check worth point.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, because they probably made a whole bunch of them, and I'll bet you, look for the title, obviously, but I bet swoosh, the word swoosh is not trademarked. If you used it in the same sentence as Nike, that's probably might be when you got in trouble, maybe. Mm-hmm. So if you just said swoosh, yeah. Like I would feel personally, I don't think we've never listed anything Nike, have we? That I can think of.
Yeah.
And it's because it's one of those things that's the most trademark issued ones. So,
Well, right, and now people are veering copyright infringement if you use, what is it, happy face or happy face and
the poo emoji.
Yeah,
The poops,
it's just
yes,
ridiculous.
Right. Swoosh door handle from retail. Yeah, you might be able to get away with that or something like that. But you got to, I mean, you're going to sell those. Maybe you just don't put them on eBay. You put them on Mercari, your new Mercari store or Etsy.
Yeah, maybe.
Basket Noodle is saying nope. Swoosh is
trademarked. A trademark term of Nike. So I bet you could, again, I still think you could probably use the term, you could use swoosh, but you couldn't use Nike. But Basket Noodle saying it's definitely a trademark term. I thought it was it's like one of those things I've known for a really long time, that it's how some companies can trademark a word that we've used.
Like, what's that one that guy got me? The, I'm drawing a blank. The type bomber.
Oh, bomber jacket?
Yeah, you can't use bomber.
Yeah, and how is that? Because a bomber jacket was from like World War II bomber, like flight.
The Mad Bomber Company.
Trademarked it, huh?
Yeah, and it's just completely. You
Patricia knew. Patricia knew before you were.
You can use it. You can use the word bomber on any item that is not in the Mad Bomber catalog.
Okay.
Products.
That's kind of why I was thinking you could use swoosh with a door handle, because they don't own door handles. And if you do go to the USPTO site, U.S. Patent and Trade Office, you can look up anything, and you have to file under certain categories, certain business categories. So you can see, you can't, I mean, I'm sure swoosh and Nike are not trademarked under computers. You know, they'd have to file for each individual. There's like hundreds and hundreds of different categories. So that's part of, trying to get around it, I guess.
Jen says she got a Vero from FTD on a happy face mug 2 weeks after.
FTD florist got you?
That is horrible. Like,
so
these companies not have anything better to do? Like,
after you sold it?
2 weeks.
That's not good.
You can, because it stay as long as it's on the platform. Like I sold items stay for 2 months.
James said, I saw James up there. Where was James comment?
Yeah, he said if they were on a Nike store, you should be fine to list. Just put store decor.
Yeah.
I sold shelves before for a store.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
They're the coolest thing I've seen in a while, I think.
Yeah, those are really neat.
They look heavy. I mean, you're like in a 2-inch by 2-inch screen.
Major
right
Win is here. Show them those Nike swooshes again.
Aloha, Major Win.
Those are door handles, Major Win.
Those are super cool.
Off a Nike building. Paul Rose is here. Aloha, Paul.
Aloha, Paul.
He's saying a little late. I had my first meal in 26 hours and fell asleep for 2 more. Horn me awake, guys.
Your wish is my command.
And we need to do for Major Win.
What?
Our sound effect that we loaded for him.
I think everyone else can hear it, but I think because of the way
I'm
we're
Mr.
connected,
Meeseeks! Look at me!
I can hear that.
That one's blasting. But we did that for everybody who loves the hay for us.
If you know, you know.
That's right.
Oh.
I made the mistake of showing up at a memorial for the dropping of the Hiroshima bomb wearing a bomber jacket. I was the only American there, and I was dumb. Went as a teen. I mean, hopefully they didn't make that connection. You felt it though, so you felt the embarrassment of your wardrobe choice.
That's a very Larry David thing to do.
Right. Yes. My favorite thing he does is a couple episodes ago. He's just yelling in his car. He's just like yelling at people, and he's all by himself in his car, and he's just screaming at the top of his lungs.
At the GPS, right? Is that the one you're talking about?
Oh yeah, was it at the GPS? Yeah, it was.
I read it.
I
read an article about Curb Your Enthusiasm, and because it's been going on for 14 years? Because they take, right?
Yeah, they take breaks. Yeah.
and how when it started, not everybody, but a lot of people found him to be rather annoying. But then as those people watched, those people got older, and it's like
they grew into him.
They start to relate to him, because you know how the older you get, the less patience you have for anything. Well, not everybody's like that. Some people get more patient, but yeah.
I turn to I don't want to say meditative necessarily, but I just go into a Zen-like mode and meditate essentially. I used to be way more impatient than I am now. I guess that's my point. I'm more patient now, but I enjoy the occasional meltdown. That's what. Just
Aloha,
way fewer of them.
eBay life.
Aloha, Carl. What was I going to say to Carl? I don't want to show any. I don't want to get too far into numbers today because I don't want to. But everybody go check out Carl at eBay Life and check out. He would appreciate some views over there, I'll bet you. And also, I was looking at our impressions, and our impressions for the last 30 days, 150,000 a day impressions, period. Just almost smooth. I mean,
it's almost a straight line across, so they definitely cap it.
And it's just period. That's what it is for 30 days straight. 150,000.
It's weird.
Page views different, sales different, but now they have gone from the page views being pretty solid and the impressions going up and down to the impressions staying solid, page views going up and down. Yeah. And we're listing 10 things in Mercari because it's free.
So, what was it? Yesterday I had
major win with the super chat. I devolumed it a little bit so we wouldn't get too horn heavy here. You were saying?
Sorry, I'm pulling up that information. So yesterday, I have 11 items on Etsy. I'm really taking it slow over there because I'm finding that I can only list certain things on there because they have to be over 20 years old. But yesterday was my biggest amount of views on Etsy. I had 11 views.
Damn.
Not a lot, but 11 views of 11 items. Think about that for a moment. On eBay, I had 180 page views on 3,800 items.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? There's a massive disconnect.
Well, yeah, we all have felt that. I mean, we know that. We all know that.
It doesn't make any sense. Basically they're just not sending. They're not sending traffic to people.
No, they're not. And you can. I mean, if you're not getting the impressions, you're not going to get the page views. You're not going to get the sales. But what we noticed for the past month was that our impressions were going up and our page views were going down. And then Sunday, I think, which makes no sense. And our sales were going up, right? And then Sunday, dead. And Sunday for the past 6 weeks is our monster day. Like over 500 is almost 1,000 on some of those days. And it zero, just like poop zero. And then Monday, poop zero. It's like Coke zero, but poop zero. And then Tuesday, we thought we were also going to have a 0 day. And then that one, did I say that live?
No, you were telling Jeff.
So we had a 0 day on Sunday, which we talked about on Monday. Then Monday turned out to be a full 0 day. Then Tuesday until 4:00, 0 sales. We had to ship out, and Jeff has rightly said that I'm just, we're all paranoid now, so it probably means nothing, but the anecdote is just too good not to share. That we had a computer that was purchased on Friday, and I have same day shipping or 1 day shipping on that, which means Monday, technically Monday. So it wouldn't have counted for why Sunday sales were bad, but I think other people had bad Sundays too. It would count for Monday because it didn't register. We dropped it off, but it didn't register as being picked up or whatever. So Tuesday morning, it also was not showing that we had dropped it off at FedEx. So it was still showing, not picked up. Then at about 4:00 yesterday, it all of a sudden I had like the avocado attack. And then when I got over that, I looked again at our numbers, and it now showed 100% every tracking uploaded and validated. And we had, I don't know, 10 sales like between then and the end of the day. And also, because those 3 days had passed, we only had 6 offers out, and now we have 22 out. So something happened, whether or not it was the computer not registering being sent, and they went, punish.
Right. They were like, oh, this is a defect.
You're being punished.
Yeah. You're not a top rated seller for a day.
I don't know that to be true. I just feel it. It's true.
Who knows?
But I don't know if you guys have those experiences. I know James has had that. I feel like he said that. Wait, let me just see what everybody. We appreciate all that you do, Amy. Yes, we all do that. We all appreciate Amy.
Darth Thrifter.
Darth Thrifter also gets this.
Oh, sales are good for him. Had another sale today.
Oh, he's selling he sold Nikes, like $300 Nikes. And
Nice.
and he's not promoting yet either. So
Good.
That's great. eBay Life. What? Am I reading that right? I'm on 90 days this month so far for Carl at eBay Life.
Days this month total so far.
That's
Not 9 days straight, just 9 days.
No, but Patricia's had 9 days straight. I think she
Wait.
said.
Me too on eBay. This is day 9 with no sales. You guys, what up? Even though good page views and offers.
Huh.
I don't understand that, because we've had such a good streak, and I was expecting it to break sometime, and it did, but then now it seems to have just
The
gone.
oldest millennial. Aloha.
Aloha, oldest millennial. Welcome to the eBay chat that you've dreamt about for years. Well, that's really depressing, Patricia, I have to say. And that's gross. That makes me sad a little bit. I tear. Like the Native American guy that was looking at the garbage in the 70s. All the trash. That's how I'm tearing right now.
Hey, you know how when you get an offer, it'll tell you if it's coming from a promoted listing?
Yes, but I don't have promoted listings, so I never see that. But yes, I do remember that.
Okay, so this is for the audience. And correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I thought that if you got an offer, it told you that this offer is coming from a promoted listings. Well, the other day I accepted an offer. It was a lower offer, and I remember not seeing that. So I'm like, okay, well, at least it's not promoted, so I'll accept it. I accepted it, and then it ended up coming up as a promoted listings. Does anybody else think that that's peculiar?
Let me ask the one question that immediately comes to my mind. The difference between the phone and the desktop. Sometimes that's the kind of thing that is different. So I may remember in my tiny little mind that, hold on, let's see if it's true. Okay. Let's see. Yes, I think I remember seeing that only on the app. Maybe?
Huh.
I was on a desktop. Normally I do all my work from my desktop.
I feel like when I used to see the promoted listing, it wasn't always there, so I wouldn't know if it was promoted or not. But then sometimes I would see it. So I can't really. I'm no good. I can't offer anything.
Okay.
Well, and when we were doing promoted, we did everything promoted, right?
Yes.
So I guess we wouldn't really pay attention.
No, you can still have organic. You can still have organic sales.
Right.
But I'm still reeling from the. Like as Hayfro sells, how brutal that is for Patricia and Carl. That's really super bad. You guys should try this new thing called Mercari, where it's free. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything to go over there. I don't know. I know Carl sells. Carl, you sell mostly. You create your products, right? You're selling mostly created products. Do you sell on Etsy?
Are they in the UK?
Other good question. Yeah, I just assume everything. I did hear him. He was giving us a little bit of with a good point. why UK doesn't have similar, amount of offers. I mean, I'm sorry, the similar amount of store listings per month. How basically in the UK they're at a disadvantage compared to our store amount that we get.
Yeah. But I think they changed it too. I think they had some recent changes.
I just wanted to thank Amy. If you were to scroll down, or I'm sorry, yeah, scroll down, right, or scroll up.
I don't know.
She did a super chat.
What?
No,
What?
so yeah, scroll down.
Wait, I see it.
Thank
Aloha.
you.
Thank you.
That's over their 5th super on a live stream. Thank.
You just said thank you. I
know.
I just muted you because I was coughing. I'm sorry. I'm just joking.
So I think yeah.
Here we are. We have to go back up here now. You have to read every single one of these because this is currency. Everyone gets read in this chat room. If we have to stay here for 9 hours, everybody gets read. Everybody's just saying hi to Darth. Hey, Darth. How you doing, Darth? Where's Kevin so we can
Yeah, he was
quiz
all the way
him?
up top. We
missed him. Aloha, Kevin.
I think he was. Yeah, if he
We'll
was,
just say hi anyway.
He did leave a comment.
I don't know how the world you live in California you can make it with 0 days at all. Thankfully, we're not in California, but we're in Vermont where you can have like 10 0 days and still make it in Vermont. Vermont has a kind of a high cost of living, sort of, but I guess it doesn't feel like high cost of living. I don't know how you really judge that. But our gas is just normal. Everything just seems normal price. The food's expensive everywhere. Gas, whatever. It kind of seems the same everywhere. Because I haven't been to those cheap places.
But you also don't drive that much.
We don't.
No.
We really don't. But
No,
like in
our
the
property
South,
tax is high.
it is. But they give us a rebate too. So as long as you make under like 150 grand for 2 people, which selling on eBay, no problem. They give you a nice discount off of your. Oh, we don't have children. Why did they do that? Because we're eBay poor, or because we don't have children? No, it's just eBay
income.
poor, right? It's just income based. So we get a discount off of the school tax, which is like one of the highest in the nation, actually, which is not good, probably. But McDonald's is right down the street.
Did you want to mention the email you got about some listing issues?
You mean the just the one from Junk Drawer? Carl was calling it.
No.
Which one?
Somebody emailed to you.
Just say it.
About their email.
About.
Josh.
Oh, Josh. Hi, Josh. Thanks.
What?
Josh emailed last night. Sorry, it was really late at night, and I forgot about that. That he was having like glitch. He was on glitch last night, and if I'm not mistaken, James was on glitch too. For the past few days, glitch has been, instead of eBay name, has been glitch. And literally, I saw 3 pictures from Mr. Galt that showed that his he couldn't list things. Like the listing thing said, try again later.
And it said eBay. It was like, we are embarrassed to say that our listing
tool is not working right
now.
And I've never seen that. And he was like, I guess this is a good time to go to bed. And I was just thinking, because, the amount of, I do a reset every day. So I'm listing the 1,800 pieces that we have in there every day. I'm not getting any of that. Is it because it's the morning? But then
I'm not getting any of that.
No. So I wonder if it's because they're listing so much. They just are. I mean, I know James goes on 100, 200 items a day tears. So does it have something to do with that? Or is it the time of day? Or
they're like, whoa.
That's very scary.
Whoa.
But I mean, if that's happening, that's a sign just other crap is going on too. And 9 no sale days. I
couldn't survive.
That can't be in a row.
That'd be worse
right?
than gallbladder.
Right?
No,
Patricia?
I think she said 9 in a row. She said
she's on her 9th day without sales. I don't know if it's 9 in a row.
I don't know how that makes it better. It's like
no, I mean it doesn't. But Georgiaha was saying that
aloha.
She said, "Hi, aloha. Just got an offer from a guy that had left me my only negative. Guess I forgot to block him."
Oh, whoops. I hope you did that before you accepted his next new offer.
Oh, that's a good segue into a feedback that I just got yesterday. I'll read. It's positive, but listen to this. Hat should have had some kind of protection during transit, but it was simply put in a box and shipped to me, which annoyed me, but the item still came as described and in perfect condition, so it's all good. Will still 100% buy from this seller.
What?
Like,
you put it in a box? It's in a box. What do you want?
It's in a box.
So we actually do put everything in a plastic bag and then in a box, which is waste of money, but it just comes from my older school, just selling like nice stuff. Like I know people want, I don't know, they just love to waste packaging. So like a crisp.
And he didn't mention like I gave him like a 35%. I accepted a 35%.
Oh my gosh! Well,
like that always escapes the buyers.
So I'm sorry. Did you say it was a positive, but he said that as a comment?
Oh, Biff, he was Italian.
Or was it? Okay.
Positive. That was his comment.
Yeah, you can't please everybody. But that is something. So like books, everything I send goes into anything that can fit into a comic book bag. I use Silver Age comic book bags to put floppy disks. I used to do it for CDs, but then I stopped doing it for CDs because I'm like, this is ridiculous. Sell a lot of CDs. So I stopped doing it for them. But anything that's paper that could get possibly wet, and that is the only thing I can think of. So if it's in a car, do you tape like all the edges, like all the openings? So you do that. So there's really not a risk of there getting rain leaking into it. So
no, I'm very particular about that.
Yeah, and we do that too. So he's a douche. Is that okay?
And I usually with my hats, the very big pieces of bubble wrap that are like the bubbles are this big.
Yeah.
Normally I stick that in there, kind of like inside, like what goes in your head, to
keep it from crushing.
Yeah, I always kind of like I always do a shake test with things. I don't want things shaking around, so I don't really know what he's talking about. Like
he's just a type A,
He did say it came in perfect condition.
Yeah,
and
what
he's
else do you
happy,
want? But he's really, it's kind of like that's your personal. Yeah. How does he send out the things that he sells? That's the question.
Anyhow, I blocked him. I don't ever want.
1, 2, 3 block party.
The oldest millennial is saying, I'm averaging 500 to 700 gross sales a day. Am I in the minority? In this group, you are. Yes.
That's pretty gross. Yeah, you're doing great.
Yeah, that's good for you.
What are you selling, oldest millennial? Are you selling shoes, clothing, those kind of J-Ride stuff? I mean, what are you selling exactly? That might be helpful. Because I think not everybody in here, but a lot of people are selling one-off collectibles, for lack of better terms.
Vintage stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that could be maybe something. Jaha would go into a deep depression. 0 days. You don't have any 0 days? I mean, it doesn't hurt me to have 1 or 2 because we're used to that. But niner?
I would probably develop ulcers.
A hernia in your head.
I can't imagine having 0 days that often. That would be so stressful.
And Carl is saying it does point you to depression.
Carl.
That's just nasty.
That's no fair.
And Carl can't do he can't do a reset every day. I think he's mentioned
his limits.
Limits, but then also that it's the end of the month.
Yeah.
So, some of you, if you have more than 2,000 items in your store and you have a $60 a month store, you can make it 30 days, obviously, because it's, Hi, Pokes. You got out? Oh my gosh, I got my back back.
Patricia said,
Like J-Lo. What happened?
and then you're gonna knock out my teeth, and then any money we make will have to go to that. At the microphone.
How much money you put in your teeth?
Patricia says, I sold 2 expensive Starburst clocks just before
With
the
the starving
time
time.
kicked in. I must have seemed like it got too big for my britches.
Yeah. Does everybody, when you look at your impressions, do you see like we do, where it's just 150,000 impressions a day, and then it's just like just touching it or a little bit under it, but nothing over it, nothing for 30
it is
days.
So funny.
And again, this has been the best sales we've had since.
So this is another thing I just got from my brother-in-law. A couple old Nintendo games. This is one Bubble Bobble.
Oh, that's a good one.
I listed it on eBay, and like maybe 4 days ago, and I've listed on Marketplace, and I've had at least 5 different people contact me about it, and then somebody just e-transferred me right now while we were talking to secure it because they want to pick it up on Sunday. But I didn't have any watchers on the item on eBay. I mean, where are the buyers at? Like, are
these buyers, are they buying locally to sell on eBay? Or is it collectors, do you think? More collectors?
I mean, this is, you wouldn't, like, that's about what it goes for on eBay. Like, okay. I basically got the exact price that I was asking for on eBay. I had a Zelda one that I sold. I listed it on eBay, and then I listed it locally. Unfortunately, it sold that night that I woke up, and it sold on eBay. And I woke up, and I probably had at least 6 people messaging me about it on Marketplace. I wish I would have just not put it on eBay.
Well, is that the next step, to not put things on eBay?
And the thing is that hat that I sold that guy, it was an Under Armour hat, new with tags. I would have 100% listed that locally as well. But it had been listed for a while. It had been listed prior to me being aggressive. But I know that would have sold local.
The oldest millennial answered the question what they sell. I sell lower end clothing. Make about 25 to 35 sales a day. So not high profit items. That's great. I mean, that's a great business. And that's...
I just want to say a quick goodbye to Carl. He has to go eat.
Aloha, Carl. Have a great day. Sorry to hear about that, but may some sales come your way. We hope.
Yeah.
Because that's... I mean,
so,
I would lose my mind.
Yeah, that's very depressing. I'm sorry.
And Biff says Etsy gives him enough to keep him engaged. That's about all. Everybody, well, I mean, I don't know.
Etsy didn't put a ring on Biff. They just want to keep him engaged.
But I think that it's pretty important. If it's not, it may not be for everybody. But if you have things that you go look at Mercari and it looks like it's almost like up to us to go make that work for them a little bit. Maybe, to help them screw eBay because just to get the message through. I mean, why? I mean, obviously they're doing that to eat eBay's lunch or to make an attempt. They are going to make some headway with this kind of an offer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're going to.
And how depressing is this too? The Gangland Legacy says, replying to Jack, now I get no excitement out of good sales days, as I know the next few days will be horrible sales days. I think a lot of people feel that way. They seem to have that pattern.
We haven't had a noticeable cutoff pattern. It to us. If you look at it, you might say that that's exactly what our pattern is, but it's the same. That it's what it used to be for years and years and years, where it's just slow in the middle of the week, but it gains on Thursday and then peaks on Sunday. So almost for years and years, our best sales were always on Sunday, and that pattern for the past 6 or so weeks has returned. So if I just wonder if everybody saw our pattern, if they would go, oh yeah, that is having a great day and then being shut off for a couple of days, even though we don't see it that way because it's so familiar.
Oh, Gangland thought that you were in Silicon Valley. From the Silicon Valley.
I'm from Menlo Park, which is next to Palo Alto, which is right there in the center of it all. But no, we're in Vermont. As far away as you could move from there for the most part. Could have gone to Maine, I suppose, but
Met me, and then I said, well, I'm not moving out of Vermont.
She
so
said,
"Oh, fine.
we've been together for 30 years, and we've been to California many, many, many times, and there was even times when we were back in 2008 when the housing market was bad. I was in Palm Springs trying to figure out how to, because the houses were just dirt cheap. Houses that were 600,000 were now 150,000, and now they're like 2 million. In 2008, you could have just bought anything you want in Palm Springs, but I just couldn't pull it together. So, womp womp. Poor me.
Dentacor is saying, my goal is 200, clearing 200 per day. I've been selling mostly collectibles and such. I'm averaging 157-ish this year so far.
And we should try to go figure that out.
Ladybug. Oh, go on, Jeff.
I was just gonna say, in this environment, that's if you can average that, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to be about 500. That. You know, that was we were bouncing off of 500 a day, and now we bounce off of 250. I guess, you know, if you were just to smush it out.
Ladybug was saying Vermont is beautiful and not so many people. Yeah, we have about 600,000.
That's why I stay here. That's why I've been able to be so successful at reselling, is because the big fish, little pond thing. I came from Silicon Valley, so I came here and bought all the computers. Nobody wanted them. I bought all the arcade games and pinball machines and. So, but now there's nothing left. So pretty much just scorched earth around here. I think we're going to go to the bins, though. I don't know if we're going to do that today.
We never have.
We talked about that on Monday, that we have bins here.
Where is the nearest one?
10 miles, not even away.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No, I just have to get the chainmail gloves and because I'm scared of germs or something. I'm scared of needles and who knows what. I don't understand the bins.
I just want to say aloha to Andy Someta and Silverhair. Silverhair is saying 2024 eBay sales are on pace for a 25% increase over 2023. That's awesome. Pretty good sales here. Yep. Good for you. That's awesome. And Andy Someta was saying that those Palm Desert houses are insane.
Yes, I wish we had bought some, but oh well. I do think that also by the end of the year, you know, who can tell anything? I mean, this quarter, March kind of made up for bad January and February. So I don't think we've broken even yet, but I imagine by the end of the year we're up 8%. Yay! Right?
I would be happy with that 10% growth, to be honest.
Yes, no, I think that's something that we're going to be hoping for.
I like this here, what Major Win is saying. I do think eBay may be prioritizing sales to those using an extension for cross-listing. eBay knows when people are looking to other platforms and don't want to lose sellers. Hypothetically, haha. You never know. They may be like, oh, quick, yes, we want the sale. We don't want it to go somewhere else. So show the product.
And Basket Noodle saying, just reporting on impressions, if you've set your eBay, if you've set your search page, like when you do a search and then you set at the very bottom right corner, you can choose like 75 or 100 or 200 to return that many. He's saying that the database call returns 1,000 full results to be page 60 at a time. If you're in those impressions, and you're in, way down the list, they still count that towards your impressions.
That would make some sense.
It's sort of why we kind of just impressions aren't the most important metric. When they are the important metric is when you're not getting page views, and when your impressions are definitely capped at 150,000 a day because they just don't breach that, but they're within a tiny little micro hair
Biff Boffo is saying California McDonald's is about to pay $20 an hour in 3 days.
We're moving there.
Is that why?
Whoa.
Is that why it's like $50 to get a meal at McDonald's now?
Well, that is why. That is why they have to pay that much.
They should be getting $20 an hour.
Well, then you're gonna pay $20 for a Big
100%.
Mac. Yeah, that's the way that's gonna go. Let's see. Oh, eBay Life already left. So, okay, wait. I have to look at the clock and then look at this. That makes it easier. Patricia said that is irrelevant to eBay users without engineering training or expertise. Basket noodle. You can be right and be wrong at the same time. Oh, I see. Talking about that. I just
that saying also applies to arguing with your wife.
Yes. I don't. Generally, there's no winning. No.
You can be right. You can be so wrong, even if you're right, because
no, that's how it is. Chad, the quirky picker. I was cross-listing to Mercari from eBay using FLYP. I knew that was something with the Y, but now you have to pay for flip. Oh no. Yeah, I thought that was free. I'm just leaving my items there until they sell. I mean, flip is an option for cross-listing. I think Tree Cat is like the most intriguing one to me. I'm so type A myself when it comes to these, or I want to have control. I'm a control freak. So I can't stand thinking that something will sell on one platform and not be removed from the other. So I have to just be awake for 24 hours a day, I guess. Probably what gets in the way from us from really, truly cross-listing enough. And also,
the other thing is that you only list certain items on certain ones and you don't worry about that.
Yes. That was our plan, right? Wasn't that our plan?
That's where I want to get to.
Well, like you're saying, you don't want to list that Nest cartridge on eBay anymore because you have a little list on your wall, not you, but anybody, right? And you're like, oh, Nest cartridge, and it goes first list on Marketplace. We'll have to develop the system, which is sort of like what I thought about. The nuclear reset is only called nuclear because I'm doing everything with no, thought process. It's just do it all. But really, I should only be doing maybe half of it. Maybe I should even be promoting some items and not resetting them at all. So at some point I have to get to that. But I think part of that equation is the platform you use to list it primarily.
Mm-hmm.
Who besides us
Major Win is asking,
yeah, is a reseller in clothing.
Oh well,
the guy that was up there with the thing. I think it's the oldest millennial.
Yes, the oldest millennial, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also does clothing, and clothing seems to be exempt from a lot of our issues, or if you're good at it, I'm not sure exactly what the deal is, but clothing seems to be exempt for some reason.
And does anyone notice that clothing sells better if the whole store is pretty much just clothing? Because we've had some clothing items
still in there.
And we still do, but that's very,
I think so.
Very a handful compared to all the other products we sell. And I feel like people don't look at it as a collection and almost an afterthought, so they're not like intrigued by it. But that would mean that they're looking at our store as a whole. But I don't know. We just, clothing for us just does not move. But it's vintage though, so maybe that's why.
But the liquid blue stuff did. The hot stuff that sold for hundreds of dollars moved. We just can't move typical or, in that $30 to $40 range. We can't move anything, really. We can move pop culture stuff, we can move pop culture clothing, but that's it. So if we go for something typical like those freaking Patagonia shorts that we sold 3 times, returned 3 times, and then finally sold to Europe, and we just knew we would never get them back, but they probably returned them.
And I sort of feel like people that are focused on clothing and their whole shop is clothing, that people are more likely to buy more than one item, and they will look at your shop as a whole. They'll go to your storefront and look at that to see if there's anything out. And how are they sourcing?
They're probably going to thrift stores, Goodwill, and search. That's what they do, search clothing, as opposed to housewares or anything else. If you're a clothing reseller, maybe you tend to be a clothing reseller. Like that's if you're choosing, you choose that niche as opposed to an everything seller or a collectible seller. I think that's our niches.
Silver Hair saying about 30% of his sales are clothing, so 70% are not.
So you mix them.
Andy Sometta, that's why hash browns are $3.49. What? They used to be $1.
Everything used to be $1. Remember how McDonald's used to be $1? It's only worth $1. I mean, just
yeah. What happened to the dollar menu?
the dollar menu is $19.99 now. Although I wouldn't know because I haven't had any McDonald's in so long.
I would not even eat at McDonald's now with the prices.
No.
Actually, the last thing we had was the
milkshake, which
Shamrock started
shakes.
my problems, didn't it? Isn't that exactly the weekend that everything went bad?
I don't know.
McDonald's tried to kill me. Oop, change the title of this video.
The Shamrock Shake. And then and it was Free Fry Friday.
Yes, we did have a couple free.
So you got the Shamrock Shake and the French
grease.
fries.
Oh,
I've never heard of Free Friday.
Free Fry Friday.
They have it. You have to use the app.
Yes. If you are a McDonald's
freak
consumer, you need to use the app. You will
minimum of $20 off of any order.
Will always have a discount on your purchase. You get points and you can redeem them for free stuff. You need to use the app.
Paul Rose says, I do minimal resets on daily on both accounts. On second 3 of 50 had blanked the item descriptions, resubmitted and okay, but worrying. James has had this a while ago. On second 3 of the 50. Oh, right. I see what you're saying. You blanked out the item descriptions, but they came back. Is that what I'm reading?
George Aha is saying what you were talking about on Monday. Every time my impressions go above 100,000, 3 days later it gets adjusted down to under 100,000.
To just below it.
I think it is.
That's what Tapos does too. Oh no, he's just doing stuff. He had to work out.
He had.
Major Win is asking how I'm doing. Had an actually pretty rough day yesterday, but I think we're on to something right now with the.
Feeling better today.
Feeling better.
Yeah. Thank you. And somebody else was asking too.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys asking about that. Let's see here. I see Dendicor saying my loose goals are oldest millennial. The bins are knock down, drag out around here, but we need stock. Yeah, we haven't been to it, so we haven't had a single experience there.
I've never been to bins.
You know, I figured it's time for us to have that experience. As a matter of fact, you want to go today afterwards? I feel good enough to go. Can we take Pokey there?
I don't know.
We should just take Pokey.
We can try.
We'll just take him. Yeah, we'll go. I think we'll go. We're going to do 2 things before Monday. We're going to list on Mercari 10 Apple computer items, and we're going to go to the bins.
On Mercari?
Yes. What it was.
On Mercari.
Yes, on Mercari.
Yeah.
Because we need to see what happens over there. Imagine if there's a good report.
You're going to take Pokey inside the bins?
I'm going to leave him in a bin. No, we do. We take him anywhere we can. Because he's so pocket-sized that you just walk in places.
But aren't you afraid people might step on him?
Well, no.
I hold him the whole time.
No, he doesn't touch the ground.
You're not going to be in. You're just going to be looking.
No, have you ever felt his paws? They are the softest paws. He's never worked a hard day in his life.
That's why I have really big arm muscles.
You moisturize his little pads every night, his little raisins.
They have like videos where they show like on YouTube. People have channels just devoted to like showing dogs being pampered.
Oh yes, for sure. You've watched them. I mean, like sitting underneath the water, and they're just like doing tiny little circular massage.
Pedicure.
Totally.
Yes. Yeah.
That's kind of why we got him.
We just pet him and kiss him all the time. That's his.
But we've worn hair off of his head. He's bald from so many kisses. Paul Rowe says, also asking how I'm feeling. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm feeling way better than yesterday. Yes.
And Carla Wait, I saw you must have moved the thing.
I can't.
Well, no, just go back.
Thanks.
You're all over the place.
Well,
she said, glad you're feeling better.
I'm perfect. Thank you.
And also, she said, I don't think you can bring him. You're going to need both hands to search.
Oh, I'm not touching anything in that place. No, yes, we either will go in one at a time, or it's probably in the afternoon. Might not even be the right time. I don't understand the bins. The bins are a mystery to me. Like when they bring out new bins and what's in the bins. I thought it was all soft goods, but no. Was just watching 1 Foot Flipper, and he's been going back to the bins because he has a new leg, and I'm like, he is pulling out stuff I would pull out if I was at a thrift store. And I was like, we should just go do that. Why are we so against change and doing
Who's
new things?
McGregor? My 5th username. They keep restricting my accounts on YouTube.
Oh, because of your big mouth?
It's Jet. That's weird.
You see the plane?
Oh, well, now I see that. The phone is blocking, and he says, my big mouth. Oh, so funny. He's
been Steve Austin, Diamante Dave, Jet Fixer, and now Ewan. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Amy's saying, I watch the dogs that speak with the buttons.
Here, Jack says, here are some numbers and weirdness. Views for 324 before and after adjustment. 172 down to 139 after the adjustment. Organic external promoted before and after. 95, 45, 32 went to 97, 11, 31. That's weird. Well, I guess that is what's happening now. They're doing something for the past. It's only been for a week or 2 weeks.
Well, we still have 5-6 days left of this month.
Dendecor, who sent me the spike?
Oh, Dendecor.
It was Dendecor that had that one spike day.
I think it was, yeah.
And then I saw, I think Carl was reporting on the spike day where his externals were like through the roof. I mean, like 10 times the normal, just for one day. And it was probably the same day as that.
Silverhair was saying that their motto is sell anything smaller than a microwave. Easier to ship, too.
Yeah, we do that. Really liking the really small items that we started mostly doing this year, which is, another reason why our numbers are down is because we totally focus on these easy to ship small things, as opposed to the, we did sell a chair, chair story. I measured it all out, through FedEx, shipped it, and it's a chair, 1950s, the lounge chair. They're made out of wood frames, and they disassemble and kind of stack together. Danish modern from Denmark. And it was a good one. LB Kofod Larsen is the designer guy, and shipped it for $28 in FedEx, 27 pounds, 30 by 24 by 14. They recalculated the shipping. That was $28 at 28 pounds, 1 pound more. And then 30 by 24 instead of 14, 16. Went up $68. I got a adjustment for $68 surprise this morning on that. So the total was like $90 to ship this chair. I called right into eBay. They did not do anything for me right away, but they are disputing it with FedEx because it definitely qualifies for
volume,
dimensional weight.
Right.
At 70 pounds, but she did the calculations as I did. It does not, it comes out to like 40 pounds dimensional or something. So she could tell that they did it wrong through their calculations at eBay. I thought that was pretty cool. Was that cool? Wasn't that cool?
Yeah.
Oh, so I gotta get going, but before I do,
yeah.
I just wanted to remind people that I'm still taking, like, if anybody was affected last year and they want to kind of have their side of their story told from the seller's experience, things basically, if your sale stopped in April and they were halved, and you want to have a voice with this journalist that I'm that I have a contact with, get a hold of me. My contact information is just heyfrosales@gmail.com.
And he'll pass on the information to the...
Yeah, everything's confidential. Your name's not going to be used.
Unless you want it used, probably. Right?
Unless you're like, I want it. I want it.
Take that, eBay. How dare you.
So I gotta get going, guys.
Have a great day.
Awesome having you here. Hey, Fro Jeff.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, wait, hold on. Don't go yet. I'm trying to do something. Don't go. Where'd you go? I got rid of him too fast. Wait, you're still there. Okay, hold on.
Sorry.
I was trying to look for your thing, and I pressed all the buttons at once. Here you go.
Oh, he left. See ya, Jeff. Thanks for being here.
I love that still, though.
Big
news.
Paul Rose was saying,
everybody, standing ovation for Jeff Hayfro. And he's really trying to get, he really wants to get people to this journalist to do, it could be a great story, another in the line of sort of showing eBay or being able to confront eBay with our experiences. Not just Mercari, but I do love Mercari sticking it.
Paul Rose was saying, sorry if that was confusing. I was trying to keep it short. On end sell similar, it's sometimes blanking the item descriptions.
That's weird. We never, ever, ever had that.
No.
Have I not noticed it? And we have a whole bunch of blank item descriptions. I hope not.
Yeah, true. Yes, we don't really know.
Oldest millennial says some bins are both soft and hard goods, but a San Antonio one is just hard goods. Really strange. Okay.
Change out the bins every 20 minutes? They have that much product?
Seriously? Okay. Well, I need to go now because I feel so good right now because I don't feel bad. Like not feeling bad is making me feel good.
Good.
I think we need to go do that.
Jet was saying, McGregor was saying his being banned, it started when I posted a patent number pertaining to eBay on Jeff's channel, which was taken down.
Oh, weird. Oh, the comment was, so YouTube took it down?
Somebody was saying they don't know if maybe eBay complained and had YouTube take it down.
That can be. I mean, yeah, that can be.
And then Basket Noodle, peeps who build web stores often get crazed about
Holly
impressions.
Baguette.
Server stats show I've 20,000 impressions and not a single sale. Biff, you do not want a big single external spike.
No.
Oh, right.
Single external spikes are bad.
Jeff was the one saying it was like eBay complained to YouTube. My eBay pseudonym is Polly Baguette.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Albert James, aloha. Welcome to the live. On your don't list on eBay, I'm developing a routine where okay, so I see. I'm developing a routine where if I get a good item, I'll throw it up on Posh Mercari for a month before considering eBay. I think that's a reasonable, if you can wait that long, I think that's a reasonable thing to do with this new 0%. I mean, shouldn't everything kind of just give it a shot? Give it a shot through the Mercari with 0%.
Yeah.
Not everything. A high sell-through rate items, right? I guess that would be I hate using terminology. I'm just not a big fan of terminology. I like to use the wrong words usually, which drives her nuts, but I love doing that too. Hey, Fro Cells. I'm Mr. Meezy.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me.
Hey, Fro.
Oh, thank you.
He sent us some California money. Look at that. Nice.
You're the best.
Thank you so much. I think that's really Albert James. That is a super duper. That's kind of, as we get older, I am definitely stuck in my ways. I'm stuck in the eBay sense that everything should just sell on eBay and it should sell quick, and I should just have piles of money because that's just what we did for years. So trying to work harder to make less is kind of a drag, but that's all I have to say about that.
I'm Mr. Missy.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9  10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157 Net Confucius says need to understand how things work in order to understand how things work. Exactly. And I did hear James again this morning. James was, sort of repeating the, just the frustration that we all experience of not knowing. We're sellers. We're on the team. He was using a pretty darn good analogy, I thought, when he was talking about, like, say you're in a restaurant. If you don't have servers, like you own a restaurant, eBay's the restaurant. If you don't have servers, the sellers in this case, you can't serve the customer. Like, if you're not taking care of the wait staff, you can't serve the customers. And we're essentially the wait staff. And I find thinking of us that way, and that seems good. And then he said, what do you do when you get rid of the wait staff? What do you have? And I was like, a cafeteria. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So you go to the
Well, you just don't have weights. You just go up
the
yourself.
front of house directly and get your own stuff.
But that doesn't work for
But
eBay.
eBay doesn't have their own
that doesn't
stuff
work.
to
It doesn't
sell.
work that way. It's C2C. They're the two, and we're a C, and then the other people are a C, and they're the two. So we have to work together. But what it also he was talking about is that they just don't share with us how things work or tell us when they do new things. I know the reasoning behind that has to be security. It has to be so people can't manipulate the system. But at this point, it's not the sellers manipulating the system. It's the people owning this, the system. So it's really backwards, and it feels backwards, and that's what it is.
And Major Win was saying, just a reminder to everyone, if you're going to try a new platform, please reach out to this chat. Someone will likely have a referral link that will benefit all involved.
Yes.
Although, Mercari is free for anyone.
Mercari's free. You don't need one.
To
honk,
sell.
honk, honk.
And when I signed up on just a personal Mercari account, it was going to give me $5 to spend.
Bam! Free money.
But I swiped it away because I'm like, no, that's not what I'm trying to do right now. I don't want to spend right now. I'm just trying to sell.
Hey, Froze, this says this is your first super on a live stream.
Nice!
We'll give you the honk. Our lady that watches this afterwards is gonna say one too many horns. Sorry. But she's very kind and nice anyway. Let's say here.
Major Wood, I'm gonna try calling these companies to see if they can give an even better deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who did I call?
If you can get through.
Oh yeah, I called Capital One because I was late with the payment, and I was like, I've never been late before. Can you take off the $25 fee? And they're like, yeah. Yeah. You get one of those, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Basket Noodles, take Amazon as an example, been sued for the I hate that heart. It's always in the way. The buy box, and now the phone's in the way.
We can never win.
Oh, buy box now. If a seller owns the buy box, sales are literally night and day. I have no idea what that means.
Wait, Basket Noodles says, take Amazon for an example. Being sued for the buy box now. Oh, the buy box where you buy. The thing. Now, if a seller owns the buy box, sales are literally night and day. If you promote, right? That's what you're saying. I think. Basket Noodles sometimes says stuff, and then I'm like, what's Basket Noodles saying? Because Basket Noodles knows technology and Amazon.
Event coordinator, more horns, please.
Aloha, and actually, I think I've seen your name before. But welcome. And Amy says, mess with the bull and you get the horns. So remember our going out. Don't forget our going out slogan today. Remember, don't say it. But when we finally do leave, let's remember to say that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll try.
We need
the buy button. Basket. Yes, right, exactly. Yeah, do that. Buy box is the buy button. Yeah. So if you're not in there, then you don't get. Even if you're a better, if you have a better price and better shipping and everything, you still don't get the sale. So not clicking the link to see other offers, right? Horn, nearly all the brain cells are firing in now. Biff Buffo. Yeah, give it a shot. You seem to bat pretty strongly. What's that batting average? Is pretty good. I don't know if we've mentioned it before. We may have.
What?
I mean, it's perfect. It's like so perfect. But talk about a copyright strike. And we should check and see if it's on this thing. It's not going to be. It's one of the most copyright takedowns, whatever, on YouTube. So if you have this song in any YouTube that you can never play, that you just can't monetize it, but they never let it go.
Oh,
it's
what you're
such
talking
a popular
about?
song, yeah.
Huh.
More popular than any other song. Yes, you probably, you'll figure it out in a few minutes. You just don't want to jeopardize his 1,000% batting average. Oh,
Nice.
I see. Exactly. I've owned a few times. Normally be like 30 sales a day, own the buy box, and you'd have a sale every 1.5 minutes.
Holy
See,
crap.
isn't that what it's supposed to be on Amazon? That's how you're supposed to do it, because you, and not that this isn't I'm going to use a lame example, but you purchase items, not on Temu, but like something like that, like wholesale. And then you put them up and you sell tons and tons of like items. And then if you own one of those buy boxes, then you're the person. Just like when I was buying those, the little ties, the little Velcro, but they're not actual Velcro things. And they were the cheapest one on eBay and
on Amazon.
On Amazon, sorry. But you could only buy one at a time. So I just went in there and just kept buying them. I just buy one and then buy another. And then buy another.
Right.
But you couldn't buy two at a time.
So the term own a buy box, that's an Amazon term?
For promoted listings. Huh. Well, I must be both promoted listings and, you must be the owner. You must have promoted the highest, because Amazon has that race to the top promotion type feeling. So whoever promotes more, taking less money for their item, gets
you race to the top
the buy
to
box.
Race to the bottom.
It's technically a race to the bottom, I suppose, but you're promoting racing to the top. So 1 cent more, 1 cent more, 1 cent more means you're making 1 cent less, 1 cent less, 1 cent less.
Jeff was saying I have a nice $100 local sale today on 14 small Garfield plushes that I had on eBay that didn't get any interest.
Well, son of a gun.
I can't. Never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you down.
Nice. Yes,
close.
Actually, we can have that.
Not it,
That's
but
but it is close.
Actually, well, is it? But that wouldn't be
It's
surprising
close
if that
because
is what we did.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. It's close. It was one of the contenders.
And Jeff is saying, and compared to having a sale every 1.5 minutes, he has a sale every 1.5 days.
Exactly.
On eBay lately, it's every 1.5 days. LOL. And Paul also. Major.
No, it has been.
Squeezing that Abe.
Squeezing that Abe?
Yeah, because he was saying we squeeze a penny so hard that Abe loses weight.
Where's my big money? Can you grab my big money over there?
Oh, yeah.
We make the big money up in here. Don't touch the phone. Don't touch the phone. This is the big money. Yeah, look at that. See that? That's the big Abe. Oops. Doink. It sounds just like a penny. Big money. There's Abe. What year is he? 72S. Is this like a collectible? Is this the oops, I can't really hold it. One thing that I found is I can't hold on to anything anymore. And the other thing is that one of my fingers, look at that. Look at how much that one bends up. Come on. That one bends so much there. But look at this one. Doesn't bend at all.
He tells his doctor, I have something really unusual going on. My finger bends the opposite direction. And I was like, oh, jeez.
I didn't tell the doctor that.
Yeah, didn't you?
No.
Yeah.
I told the nurse. I got to tell people stuff. I'm an expressive, an EMTP.
So Baskin Noodle was saying, no, the buy box is selected via a bunch of criteria, not always low price. That's why they're being sued.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It gets, you just pay for it more, right? not always the right. It's not actually that. It's how much you're paying for the buy box.
Oh, okay.
I think that's
well,
what
it's a bunch of criteria, but yeah.
6x6 prefers Cotton Eye Joe. Cotton Eye Joe is isn't he the guy that's trapped at over at Knott's Berry Farm in the jail? He's been there for like 80 years.
Oh.
And he talks to you. He's like a statue.
He comes up with funny jokes
and
stuff.
Sometimes he talks smack and stuff.
Yeah.
Cotton Eye Joe.
Like the guy in the dunk thing.
Yeah. He makes you angry, so you drown him.
Yeah.
Hey Frost wants a bento box. Oh my gosh. I would do anything to eat food.
Primo, now you're just throwing your money around.
Yeah. This is Jeff has these, but they're gold, and he does backstrokes, and he's a special room where he just does backstrokes like Scrooge McDuck.
Can we go into a store and I'll film you and you're like, oh wait, hold on, I have some change.
But I got a penny in here.
Oh yeah,
we
hold
should
on,
do that.
I got a penny.
We go to the bins. We were at the thrift store and there was one of these that was a buffalo head nickel, and it was only, I think it was $6. I was like, we have a really awesome thrift store close to us, but it's expensive, which is kind of cool. Well, it's not expensive in the bad way. It's expensive in the stuff is good and it's expensive, but not too expensive.
There's not a lot of room for reselling.
But they don't take electronics and some other things. Certain things. No, that's not. Remember we went in there, bought a game just like two. So I bought some of the candles, the Native American girl candles, the girly candle. That was $3. Sold that for $25. Yeah. Bought the game for $6. How much we sold that for? $60. That's 1,000,000% markup.
But the majority of their product, because you were like, hey, should we try? Maybe they have some good shoes in here.
See, that's why that we don't sell shoes.
They were $20, but on
we
eBay.
saw they were Keen sandals, ladies sandals that have like a lot of crossover thingies. And I'm like, oh, look, they're $20. We should buy these. And I'm like, Kevin Stoic Reseller says he only spends average of $8. So we could spend 20 on these. Then I looked it up quickly on eBay like an amateur, and because I am with clothing, and I looked it up and it said $60. Well, the thing I saw really quick in the store said 60, and I'm like, that would be a good buy. And then I asked you, and you're like, no. And then we got home, and when I really looked it up, yeah, there was one sold for 60, but they were brand new in the box, and the rest of them sold for 20. So good thing we didn't do that, but that's probably how it would go if we tried to buy clothes. Unless we're at the bins, because then it's by the pound. I think the bins are by the pound. That is what they are, right? That's why they're the bins.
Oh, are you supposed to bring your own bag?
I imagine they give you nothing. And I imagine there's some poop on stuff. These are the two things I'm pretty sure happen.
FYI, there's probably poop on the stuff hanging on the racks, too.
I get it, but it doesn't seem like there's poop on it. The bins, it actually seems like somebody smeared a snot on something. It seems like nobody cared about this stuff in the bins. It looks very uncared for. But on the racks, it looks cared for.
What do they determine goes in the bins?
I have no idea.
What qualifies it for the bins?
Well, they used to fill up Gaylords and send our old clothing to less privileged countries. And I don't think they do that anymore. I think all the stuff goes to these bin places now.
Well, they would like send them for like shredding and making rags or something. I don't know.
No, the clothing would go to. Haven't you ever seen like 90s in like Haiti and Africa and stuff? They'd be wearing all our in the 1990s. They'd be wearing all our 1980s clothes and stuff. That happened for a long time, but I don't think they do that anymore because now the fast fashion places exist. The clothing is so cheap they can actually.
Kent Daigle, I wear a hazmat suit at our bins. It's so nasty. Gosh,
I assume that
if it's that bad,
that's why we don't go. But we're gonna go. We're gonna rough it and tough it and go.
Well, are you going to film it?
Yeah.
Is this what we'll do that
for? Oh, you guys, hey, here's a good idea that you just came up with that I'm going to say out loud because I knew what you're saying. We're going to film it. I'm going to put my camera in the pocket because the lenses come out and it actually looks pretty good. And we'll film our adventure at the bins for our members.
Count them, 2 members.
2 members. For Major Win and Biff Boffo are our members. And we're going to, we can share it afterwards, but we'll give first crack to our members. So if anybody wants to be a member, you can.
Paul Rose.
You can see us go to the bins for the first time.
Poop sells, but who's buying? Sounds like something James would say.
Not totally. Poop, retail feces, PCs.
Callie Dibs. It depends on the bin. Some are raw donations. Some are shelf pulls from Goodwill retail stores.
Okay, I mean things that haven't sold for a while, they put them into the bins because it's like a clear. They can clear it out that way.
And Major Win was saying, I asked the workers and they keep track of how long items are in the store. Okay.
And gloves for sure. I mean, you gotta wear gloves. We have those neoprene ones from when I cleaned out the sewer, remember? And I failed, and then we had to call.
I do not remember. I'll let you go digging, because I'm going to be holding him.
I'll hold him. That's fine.
No.
I don't want to touch the stuff.
Then why are you going?
Can we bring some Febreze, some like Purell Febreze? Is there a Purell Febreze? We can just sterilize the air and everything.
A rub of Noxzema underneath your
Oh gosh,
nose?
I'll put the little white thing of Noxzema.
So, all you smell is it's not that bad. It's not like you're going into a porta potty.
Are you sure? The germs disagree with you. The germs are like, this is just as good as a porta potty.
There's laws against that.
There's no laws at the bins, my dear.
You can't have.
What can't you have?
Go
Needles?
watch Dead White Men's Clothes. Okay, must be a documentary on all the clothing that's gone overseas.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Dead White Man's
Write it down.
Clothes.
Write it down. Or take a picture.
Yeah, take a picture.
That's how we take notes because we're similar to
my
millennials.
phone has it's 1 million screenshots of stuff I see online, of comments, of
and then
articles.
they all go into because they're all PNGs or whatever. So then they all go into a folder, a specific folder, like screenshot folder, and then you never see them again. We never see them ever
Pretty
again.
much. But I do have 116,311 photos on my phone
that you'll never ever see again.
I mean, the majority are eBay photos.
Patricia says, yeah, the color-coded tags at the Goodwill stores tell how long it's been there on the shelf. They pull the no sales and ship to the bins. Also, the bins marginally saleable stuff not in stores. I see. So they go through and then they have this 50% off sale, and once it goes through that, they assume this isn't going to sell because it was 50% off, and then off to the bins it goes. I mean, it's a good system. It's certainly a good system because they don't let it out of their. They used to donate it, right? They used to bin it up and put it in Gaylords and do something.
So I mean, it must be drastically reduced then. Like what's
it's by the pound.
Oh right, sorry. Blink. Where's that clunk? No. Paul Rose was saying, I went into a local charity shops a few weeks ago in my city for the first time. Felt like I needed a shower when I came out. I bought nothing.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, the good old days were the good old days. I had no problem going, getting filthy. But now I just.
Oh, so Jen Atten is saying that if you use a referral form, a current seller on Mercari, they can earn money when you start selling and make sales.
Anybody want to cough up their referral form, and I'll put it up here and people can use it if they wish, and maybe give you a couple free dollars. We did that Patricia and I shared. Who else was it? Major Win or Dendecor? Dendecor.
Yeah.
We shared their Etsy code for signing up for Etsy back when we were all doing that. Some kid in Haiti is wearing a $2,000 Kobe shirt. That's for sure true, because I even saw Nirvana shirts, back in the 2000s on whatever. I don't know what all these programs I'm watching where I see all these other countries with our clothes. You just see them occasionally on news programs or something. And I was very shocked to see Nirvana shirts, and now those are like the most expensive shirts going. Original Nirvana. Let's see. Basket Boodle says Bins and Killian's Irish Red poutine time.
You just said basket boodle.
I did?
Boodle.
Yeah. Isn't that right? Nasket Boodle? Not right? Kent says I bring a can of Lysol too. Well, we do have we have the remember at the very beginning of the pandemic, and we bought. There was, I think it was in Illinois. It was in Notre Dame, wherever that is, Indiana. Where's Notre Dame? It was a company in that town that made alcohol, and they switched from making alcohol to making. Are you leaving? You're bored with my story?
No, keep going.
Oh, my story's boring.
No, I'm doing something.
The alcohol place closed. Well, they didn't close down. They shifted function to making hand sanitizer, but it didn't have any squishy. Is that it? We still have it right here. Hoosiers. Look at that. It's not Notre Dame.
They were a distillery.
Or is it Notre Dame? A distillery, and we still have this because it doesn't have
like
viscosity.
the gelatin or whatever in it.
No viscosity. I don't know.
It's pure. It's like liquid. It's just waterish. Yeah. How do we get rid of that?
I mean,
was
that
thinking
smells like
do we
just
need to
pure
bring
alcohol.
it? Do we need to bring it to the hazardous depot?
No, we pour it on stuff and light it on fire. It's pure alcohol. What are you gonna do?
I just pulled that out from under the sink.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's 80% alcohol volume.
To donate it
volume.
or to dump it somewhere.
Oh, could
we use that to clean?
We gotta burn things. Yes.
Like to clean stuff for selling?
Alcohol. Well, see, I think
that's 70%.
I mean, I don't know. I have to do more.
Worst moonshine ever. Oh yeah, totally.
I don't think it's just pure ethanol. It probably has methanol or the stuff that kills you in it. Although I don't know. We obviously never got desperate enough to drink it, so that's good.
Or use it on our hands.
Yeah, we never even used it on our hands. In fact, that whatever's missing there just is evaporation.
Once in a blue moon.
Aloha, once in a blue moon. Welcome to the chat. Let's see.
Saying either you're a bins person or not. I am not. Not only so you need rubber gloves, you need boxing gloves. Yeah, didn't Amy tell us that? Her bins, people are literally like pulling hair and elbowing each other.
Oh, right.
But is it all day long?
That
people are elbowing and punching?
Is it like first thing in the morning or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Well, but we did ask that question, and they said that they pull them out all day. So they're coming out all day. I guess you can get there when you get there, and you'll still have some fresh stuff to go into. Maybe do you wait until one bin comes in? I don't know. Well, this is all new to us. It's coming on so fast. Hold on. Let's go. Oh, nice sound effect spam. Hey, Frosel said.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And Biff Buffo says South Bend. Worst moonshine ever for sure.
Sip it.
I'm not sipping it. I'll send it to you.
That will remove your fingerprints from your hands.
That's possible.
At first, I thought I was going to read that will remove your fingers from your hands.
Wait, it's 80% alcohol by volume. That's 160 proof, right? That's like Everclear. If I did my math right. Either you're a bins person or not. Oh, you already said that. Sorry. Well, we're going to go find out if we are.
Oh, wait. Darth's back. Another sale.
Aloha.
Yeah.
Darth is just showing us all up.
All right.
We were the king and queen of eBay for a while, and then now Darth is both the king and queen of eBay.
What are you doing?
I met a gal named Indiana in Indianapolis. That's awesome. Eulage. What's eulage? Sometimes Biff says things. I have to look them up. Same with Patricia. Eulage. It might be a place. Is it a place? No, it's an amount by which a container falls short of being full. I see. Yes.
Oh,
that's
right.
Super.
It does evaporate.
No, they were full when we got them. They were full. They were definitely full, like fuller than that. Anyway,
we have another one of those under the sink.
Does it match?
Yeah.
Callie Debs has 2 mystery messages that have been retracted. So
if
we'll
you
never know.
are a member, she will reveal to us what she said, and then we will put it
just for members.
Just for members.
I still have a lot of small hand sanitizer bottles that I was given after the bubble burst. Maybe I could use the hand soap dispensers. Otherwise, I'll have it forever. Yeah, you can clean. I've cleaned stuff with Purell before in a pinch, to get off sticky. Sticky.
Oh, so when they rotate the bins, that's when the elbows fly.
Do they rotate them all in unison? Like it's like a dun, 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 like a ballet, a gentle ballet, or is it like one bin at a time, or how do they do that?
Do people just stand there for hours waiting for them to rotate bins?
Yeah, do they do that?
If
Just
you're
get the
going to the
hazmat
bins,
suit.
just wear the hazmat suit.
Agreed.
Just, you know what?
Like I said, I'm going to be Marty McFly when he
Cover all
arrives in the
your
past
bases.
with the full helmet. I'll be-
Once in a blue moon, are you familiar with Vermonters? Your bins will be fine. People in Vermont are super polite. Have you been to them before? Hey, Froze, Jeff. Yes, sometimes I'm talking to Patricia and I'm like, what does that word mean?
That's why I have the computer right here to look up all.
She's our Berkworm, our book.
She's our Berkeley worm.
She must be packaging right now.
She could go to Berkeley.
Okay, so
If she
Callie
wanted to,
Deb
but
says, here it goes. Go to the bins that the other people have left. You will still find great
Really?
things.
Okay. Because they're not looking. I mean, my head's really in tune for cool stuff. It's just, I just don't know what we're dealing with.
Silver
But
hair.
we're gonna
I
take our
absorbed
big money and go to the bins today and film it.
silver hair.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
I absorbed so much hand sanitizer during COVID. My toilet stayed clean on its own.
That's awesome.
That's a good one. I think my lungs have permanently have
Yes.
damage from the
And
vapors
did my
from the hand sanitizer.
do we get liver damage and gallbladder
Yeah, because
damage?
it does go to your skin.
It goes right through your skin. So,
Oh.
and I was a little upset.
Folks
Me?
turn into human Japanese hornets at the bins.
Yeah, I've seen
Our
that.
beloved bookworm, yes.
We've seen them fly away from there. We're driving by. We're just like, what are those giant bugs? But now we know they're
They have
Japanese hornets.
their yellow and black tote
They're
bags
Japanese
filled with-
murder hornets. Jen Anton, yes,
We don't
bring your IKEA
have-
bag
well,
and
we
look
don't
like
have an
resellers.
IKEA, although we do have
Yeah,
an
we do.
IKEA bag. Well, it's up in Montreal.
We have IKEA bag here.
We have an IKEA bag, but we don't
That's
have
what she said.
Yeah, I know.
Bring your IKEA bags. We have one bag, I think.
Yeah, I have one bag.
That's okay. You know what's really cool for us is going to IKEA in Canada where their money is half price. It's really weird and cool. We love it. Although we haven't done it in like 1 million
Oh,
years.
there's Patricia.
There's all her
books.
books where she gets all of her info. And thank you, Patricia is always very helpful. In fact, she did send me an article this morning about what we're talking about today. A little more in depth on the Mercari. But
Oh,
that is
really?
that is
Okay.
the big
Those look like gummy worms.
and then she has some gummy worms and maybe a real snake there.
Oh, right, her little bookworms.
Aha, there we go.
We're like,
You got
what does
that.
that
Nice.
mean? We need Patricia to translate
Yeah.
that for us.
Please tell
because
us how to make jokes because
We're like, wait, there's snakes and gummy worms?
Snakes?
Oh, right, bookworms.
square colors and snaky noodles.
What kind of joke is she making?
Murder hornets flying away with pre-owned socks. Is that what's in the bins? See, that's sort of what I assume is in the bins. Just a lot of
Froze, I
like
had gummies last night.
refuse.
Slept like a baby.
I can't even have gummies. You bastages.
I can have jelly beans. Oh.
This lady is eating all the food in the house and just making me.
I'm getting
sad.
headaches from all the jelly beans I'm eating.
Well, because we had 2 humans worth of delicious cheesecakes and everything.
I'm on bag number 3 of jelly beans.
Silly wabbits. 500 milligrams, I guess is Kent saying. That would make you sleep like a baby, I think. Callie Debs, most of the bin shoppers have a very short attention span. They leave the fresh bin after a few minutes.
Huh.
Oh, because they're in their own, they're just like looking for what they're looking for, totally one track, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's 2:48. Do you want? We can talk for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because then we're gonna go to the bins and we're gonna film it, and either we're gonna do it live. We'll do it live, but only for our members. Put it up for the members first to give them something to be members for, and then share it. Right? Is that
I
the
don't
plan?
know. That makes me nervous.
Filming it or?
A little bit of everything. Having him, because I don't know if they'll kick us out.
Well, filming it, no one's going to know I'm filming
I
it.
am very self-conscious of holding a camera filming out
No.
in public.
It's going to be in my pocket. Where's your phone? Like this. So it goes.
Yeah, but
it goes like this.
I should film you.
No, we can't do that.
No.
But see this, and it
I don't know if I guess that will be fine.
like that.
Those videos sort of annoy me where people are out and about at garage sales. And they're like, no, I'm not. I don't have a camera hidden. I'm just filming.
What are you doing, my little guy? You won't come to Dad? Oh, come over to Dad. Come on.
Oh.
He's cold.
He smells like the warm grilled cheese sandwiches.
He is a little warm grilled cheese. Aren't you the best?
Oh, he's a melted piece of American craft cheese.
Last night we caught him. Yesterday. We'll just talk about a couple personal things here. Yeah, this door right here has a screen door. It slides right here. And 2 days ago, it just slid right off the track and just went on the ground. And I was like, I'm not going out to get it. And then some animal peed all over it. And then he goes outside, and that's where he goes. And he's smelling it. But he obviously did the twist and roll onto the pee that was on the door because he smelled like pee. And then his mom kissed him on the head where the pee was.
Yeah, but that's not as bad as that time when I was outside with him a couple of years ago, and he jumped up on the lounge chair with me, and I picked him up, and I was like, oh, I love you, and I kissed his face, and I was like, oh
Where
no.
has this face
oh
been?
no, what is on me? And it was some sort of animal scat all over his side of his face.
You know how the dogs, they do that? They do the twist and crawl.
He was like a corkscrew. He went,
twist and
and
crawl,
I just thought he was
crawl,
like,
twist and crawl.
And I had
Yes, you
animal shit on my face. It was pretty disturbing.
Wait, Patricia. Oh, wait. Patricia said, Jeff, maybe you could ship some to non-flour PA. Oh, well. Wait, what did he say?
Oh, the gummies.
Oh, the gummies. You guys don't have PA is not a weed state. We have like pot places on every corner here. You can't escape them. I mean, and actually they're pretty nice. I mean, they're like not only nice, but the people are nice. And we have one place that's right over here. Well, I've gotten gummies before, but I don't even eat them. And it's a POC. I mean, people of color. She's a woman and a person of color. So we have like niche weed stores all over, depending on what type of, owner you want to frequent.
Oh,
So we have a lot of choice, is what I'm saying. What, you don't like choice?
of course.
Good.
Oh,
Pokey
yeah.
isn't super cute,
He's been a little like mopesters today.
but that's cute.
He's
probably
feeling
from the pee.
he's your ET to you.
Yesterday's, he feels like I do. We are
He's
mutually.
I'll be right here.
But then he goes and you know what happens. He turns gray and ends up in a creek.
And the scat man, dude.
Only medicinally for now, Ladybug says.
Oh, and Jack says, make sure you secure the phone. I leaned over once and my phone dropped out as I was donating and loading at a Goodwill.
See, that would be the worst thing. I can't handle it all. I don't want my phone can't go in the doo-doo bin. No doo-doo on my phone. Let's see. Our dog lost the ability to walk over a month. Manually expression of dog bladder and rectum is a good search. The FBI.
Google search the
Wait,
FBI
what?
has seen me type.
What? That's what you typed in? Well, that sounds like, huh. Is that true? That your dog lost the ability to work and then you had to squeeze his... He forgot how to walk. And you squeezed him and he worked again?
Oh, they're like paralyzed so they can't control their stuff.
Have to give all your info to the government to get a card so you can buy weed.
Yeah,
Not here.
they just made it so that it's recreational. It was medicinal for a while, but now
But California was way ahead of us.
Yeah.
For sure. So they didn't rush into it here. Hayfrost has Tim Hortons, marijuana dispensaries, and fried chicken places on every corner. I mean, that's what it is. It's a Tim Hortons, KFC, and weed store.
You remember some years back,
Combination Tim Hortons and
And
KFC.
Taco Bell. A little while back, a couple years back, there was that photo making the social media rounds where it was some Girl Scouts selling their cookies right outside of marijuana dispensary. They were like, clever.
So good. And they sold like 40,000 boxes or something in one day. It was
it was like 1.2 million.
1.2. Let's calculate that. Go for it. So anyway, Biff Boffo was born in the Emerald Triangle, which is Northern California, right?
Oh.
That's Mendocino County. Remember they had the Bigfoot movie and then the movie about the weird murders because the people and yes. So that I can't remember the name of that movie, but it was
a documentary style Netflix.
Yeah, and it was about people going up there
growing marijuana
to help with growing
killing
marijuana.
each other and just
it's a lot of murder. And back in the olden days, I left California when I was 23, but I was kind of like done with the craziness by the time I was, I don't know, I want to say 20. But anyway, in Los Gatos, in the Santa Cruz Mountains, there was this weird place. I can only remember because I was pretty high at the time. And they would come to Palo Alto and they would pick up kids on the street. It was sort of kind of like this story, except they didn't murder us. And they took us up to Los Gatos to make hash. So some people would be clipping, and then some people would be making hash balls, and we would make little 1 gram balls of hash, like dark brown hash.
So you're breaking batting it?
Yeah, we're total breaking batting it. And it was in Los Gatos, I remember that, Santa Cruz Mountains, towards the top of Los Gatos. And you had to go down a really, really, really long trail, and there was tripwire. And I always thought everyone was just kidding, but they weren't. It was really a tripwire. So they were like, do not, hit this wire or you'll blow yourself up. And that was an experience I had. It wasn't a lot of fun because they paid you in hash, so I was just really high. And I was like, I don't have any money to buy food.
We had to
now.
manually express our dog's bladder and butthole. I've seen things. It kept her alive, though. I would do that,
good
too.
owners.
I would do that, too.
Of course you did. You would do it even if you didn't have a problem.
Yeah, sure.
You've rubbed his butt before. Well, he does. Tiny dogs.
Yeah, we do need to learn to express his anal glands because he's always
one of the
dragging
joys.
his butt.
It's like, if you're gonna have the perfect kind of animal in the world, a cat-sized dog, they're gonna have something really wrong, like something wrong with them, and in Chihuahua's cases, their buttholes need to be squeezed.
Kent was saying that. I don't remember seeing that. Did you see the guy stole the Girl Scouts money box? I don't remember that.
Oh yeah. Oh, Patricia's also saying that it's because they're a former Quaker state, so they have the blue. We still have blue laws. When I moved here, you couldn't buy alcohol on Sundays and stuff. They've changed that. But it's still state liquor.
No surprise that Amy was a top Girl Scout cookie seller in her day.
I bet you were. That was a good thing. And is that, the purpose of doing that is to teach girls business skills. And look, it works. It might be a little antiquated, but I don't know. Those young girls were like, one of them, where we got our cookies, one of them was a hustler and the other one was like, huh? And Dad's like, get the money. And the other one's like, hey, give me that money. There was one very aggressive sales girl. She was, 6. And the 5-year-old was just like the one right in the front and center. And she's just like, huh? She was totally confused.
I just got Kent's joke. I got kicked out of the Scouts. I ate a brownie.
Boo.
Nesbit, Amy, that adds up, Kent. Oh, Major Win, thank you for being here.
That
as
joke
always.
is so
thank you.
old.
Aloha. Thank you for
I fell off my dinosaur and broke my
for
wooden
your
underwear.
contribution to today's show.
Thank you so much. Is she leaving? Okay, you're leaving. Okay. Aloha, Major Win. It is 3:00, everybody. So we are going to also go, but before we do that, we're gonna do our sign off thing. But hold on. Wait, let me just make sure we don't have the go. So wait, now I forget what it is. Oh no, I remember. Okay, wait, hold on.
I can't do it.
Yeah, but wait, it's Yeah, no. How do we do it? Okay, I know what to do. No, I don't know what to do. Because I want to play the Muppets song, too. Okay, so the sign-off is going to be somehow we're going to figure out happy sales to you until we meet again. That's what we're going to do. It's not a big deal. But we also want to play the Muppet thing, so... How can Paul Rose retract his message before he even sent it?
He said something caulking. Peace out.
Peace out, you guys. Okay, so we are going to leave now, and we're going to leave you with a
and
big
Ladybug.
fun song.
I think you might be gone, but we know you love the Muppets.
You know it's time to get things started. It's time to make some sales. You've got to make some sales.
Are you doing a Bill
on
Shatner?
Mercari tonight.
It's time to get
Make
things
some
started.
sales.
It's time to dress up right.
Rest the light. Everybody's gotta get some. Go get your sales, everybody. Wah, wah, wah. This is when Gonzo comes out.
Aloha, everyone!
Have a great. Thank you very much. I will try to feel better. Thank you.
You're all the bestest.
Here's a bunch of these.
Come on, do it now!